was Mother Teresa like? I mean, she was in some ways vivacious, no?
No, she was in some ways vivacious. I guess so.
Whoops.
But Sister Sylvia laughed a lot. Well, so did Mother Teresa. Oh, I remember Mother Teresa telling a joke about, she was so pleased because she announced, I have a joke to tell you. And it was up there in Minnesota. And it was about a donkey who knew how to take instructions. And if you said get up, he'd go forward and something, and he comes to a cliff and somebody says get up by mistake, and so he's going over the cliff. But she thought it was the funniest thing ever in the world, and I think the rest of us were laughing hard because she was having so much fun with it. And
But really, what was so funny about that?
I don't remember. I mean, it was sort of ridiculous that she should be interested in it at all. It was one of those silly jokes, but it really caught her fancy. And she told it. I know a joke. I know a joke. I mean, it was a big deal that she knew a joke. And that she would take the time, you know. She was not interested in anything but what she wasn't, though. She was interested in everything.
See, those are little things that people don't know about Mother Teresa, that she had, you know, that she was just a person too, right?
Oh yes, she was absolutely a real person.
Well, and that's the same thing that's hopeful for all Christians, is that, you know, Jesus was a person.
That's right, that's right, that's right.
Mother Teresa was a person, not something apart.
I'll never forget the day there was in Tijuana when there was a place that she wanted to get. She had contemplative nuns already established there, and next door there was a place owned by the Masons, and I remember feeling so sorry for the Masons. Oh,
She knew they were going to get it.
they wouldn't sell for anything, and especially not to Mother Teresa. And so she went down to the wall. They had not a brick wall, but a fence sort of thing surrounding it. And she took a thing of the Blessed Mother, and she kissed it, and she said a prayer, and she stuck it into the ground. And I thought, oh, these poor people have no idea what's happening to them. And sure enough, she got it.
She pretty much got what she wanted, didn't she?
She did. Well, she didn't want what wasn't good, if you know what I mean. But if you were attached to it, you didn't want to lose it. But oh, these Masons sure as heck didn't want her to have it. And I remember thinking, you poor souls, you have no idea who your antagonist is here.
Did
This is no ordinary person.
Did she ever make anyone angry?
Well, if she did, I'm not aware of it.
I had a dream, and this was like 2 years after she died, and she brought me into a glass room.
Into a glass room?
A glass room. And she sat me down at a table and pulled out this big pad of paper and said, write.
Note photograph, right.
Wow.
And I just kept writing, filling up, and she kept talking. She told me everything, everything, everything. And I wrote, and I was like, and there was all these people outside the glass room. And we could see all of them, but they couldn't see us. So she brought me to this inner room or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And told me everything. And then when I woke up from the dream, I remembered nothing.